Welcome. I am Shannon from Shannon Talks Yarn, and I have had a really great day today, and I would love to share it with you. I started out this morning and I had a video that was going to go live at 7, and it was a collab between some other channels, and a couple of them were immensely larger than mine. So I will have a link to that down below if you haven't seen that. I'll post my video and then also the collab. But it was Olivia and Connie and Ella and Carrie Penny, and the videos were all fun. We're doing a sweater make along, so something totally different for me, and I am real excited about it. My husband had an appointment out of town this morning and had asked me if I wanted to ride along. So I did, and while he was running some other errands, I had him drop me off at the Joann store. I definitely didn't need yarn, but one does not, simply go to Joann's without buying yarn. I was looking around and they had all of their, I don't know if they call it no-pill fleece or low-pill fleece. That and the blizzard fleece were all on sale for $3.99 a yard. So I have a couple things I got, a couple pieces of fabric that are crochet related, and a couple yarns. So I just thought I would show those to you real quick. The first piece of fleece I got is, I really don't know what you would call this. I mean, it's kind of like a Western, Southwestern design. I have no idea, but I liked it. I liked, kind of the neutral colors and just like a pattern that wasn't anything real specific. So I will crochet around the edges. I'm thinking probably in blue, but maybe this like kind of ochre color. We will see. But I thought this would go good in my camper. So that is getting closer to done. And I have already crocheted a bunch of decor to put inside there. I can put a link below of what I've already done. And then this spring, once we get it out and get everything finished up, I will take you through there. The next piece of fleece I got, I just think is like seriously the cutest thing I've ever seen. So it is little tiny mice and strawberries. Like seriously, isn't that not like the cutest thing ever? So I think that I will go ahead and crochet around the edges of this in probably a green. I don't know. I know I could do red, but I just, with it being like, it's not close to spring, but but with it, like, my mind is more set on spring. I kind of don't want to put the red around it because I'm just not really feeling the red and green Christmas vibes right at the moment. So anyway, I absolutely adore that and think it is super, super cute. So I got 2 yards of each of these. So each 2-yard section ended up costing me $8. So pair that with just like a really simple, just even super saver on the outside, and you've got a blanket for $10 or $12. So the next piece of fabric, I was walking down the fabric wall where they have all the cottons and some of like I think they call them like quilting cottons, and I had seen a fat quarter. I don't know, it depends how much into sewing you are in. But they have like small pieces of fabric, and they are, I believe, like 18 inches by 24 inches. And I was looking for a bag lining. And I actually have 2 bags on my mind right now. If you saw, I did a video where I got some crazy cheap Super Saver ombre for like $4 a piece. I will link that. I have a couple bags in the works, so I wanted some liners for those. And I had found some fat quarters in this pattern, or a fat quarter in this pattern right here. It's a green gingham with some daisies on it, which I thought was absolutely adorable. So, I put that in, and I couldn't find a price on them, but I had bought some fat quarters on Black Friday, and on Black Friday, they were, I think, $1. And so I thought they were around $2.50 or $3 normally. So I put that in my cart and I'm looking around, and like there's the row, there's all up and down, there's all the fabric bolts, but there was the row of the fat quarters, and I happened to look below and there was the fabric on a bolt. So all of these were, I believe, $6, because it was like 40% off for the cotton fabric. So I ended up taking it up to the fabric cutting counter with the fat quarter and the bolt, and I asked the lady to scan it for me. And so yeah, it was going to be like close to $3, like 278 or 280 something for the little fat quarter. But then it ended up being just $3 or a little over $3 to get this half a yard. So yeah, like pretty much twice as much fabric for basically the same price. So kind of just one of those situations where it does pay to look and ask if you if you don't know. So this does say it is keepsake calico. I don't know if that means anything or not, like if that's something you can look at or type into the description box on the app. I am not sure, but there is what that is. And then I've got one last piece of fabric here, and this is also going to be a bag liner. And I am very excited about this project. So granted, I haven't started on it. It's just like in my mind. So sometimes that goes. But I also got a half a yard of this, and I did not see a fat quarter for this fabric, but it is just like a really super fun vintage inspired print. Um, Maybe it glows in the dark. I don't know. I feel like it's just like blaring off on camera there. But there isn't the salvage edge on this one, but I grabbed my receipt here, and it just says GA Modern Floral Neon. And the other one, that gingham one with the daisies, they call that Yunu, YUNU, Packed Daisy on Sage Check, is what it rang up if you are wanting to look for that. But this particular, like this was only $2 because I just got half a yard. So it was $4 a yard is what it worked out to with the sale that was going on. And then, yeah, I just got half. So I could get like 2 bag linings out of this if I wanted to. But how fun is that? I did not even know I could find something this fun there. 2 yarns to show you here. So I have seen so many other YouTubers haul the Big Twist Party, but it just never really stuck out to me. Like it seemed busy. But as I was walking along, and this one caught my eye. Like I stopped in my tracks and had to look at it because the colors were so beautiful. I got the Big Twist Party and in the color Candy. And I don't know if maybe no one had just hauled this particular one, or if just, I don't know, the lighting was right, or because I was having such a fun day that like these colors like spoke more to me. The thing I did notice too is that the way they were wound, like this one, and I know it'll look different when it's worked up, but I could see more of the stripes on this one where I could see the colors. And that's honestly what caught my eye and drew me in, because some of them, they were just a little bit sloppier. And I don't know, I guess presentation is everything. But here is what that looks like up close. Really like beautiful turquoise and like a hot pink and some yellow and orange. Yeah, I could not be happier with this. I have no idea what I'll make with it. I don't know if it's something where I will like pair it with a solid color, but there is, see how many yards are in it. There's 240 yards. So I do have a decent amount of it, and it was on sale for, I believe, $2.99. I normally don't ever look at yarn that isn't on sale, and this yarn was not on sale. But I got super excited when I saw that they had this dye lot available in a yarn I love, some Super Saver Ombre. And I will put down below, I did a YouTube short where I showed you a couple of the ombres and how massive of a difference the dye lot was. But they had the one that is more of that like mauve-y, purplier color. It's cocoa is what the color is. But the one I got when I ordered online is definitely a brown, like a neutral brown, where this is like a mauve-y, purplier type of brown. And I was like on the fence about buying it because I wasn't sure, it was not on sale. But then I did remember that Joann does the coupon. So I was like, okay, I'll check and make sure they have a 40% off coupon. And they did, so I went back for it. I then spent probably about 20 minutes wandering around the store because, like I said, I had my husband drop me off while he was running other errands. And I had seen, because of the the bigger channels that were involved in my collab this morning, that my video was getting, a lot more views kind of out of the gate, which is awesome. If you put videos on YouTube, you know that that's a good sign. um, but I had noticed, before we left the house, that I had gotten a few extra subscribers right away from that video. And so I'm walking around and I'm doing some shopping and, just kind of wasting time. And I got a text from my friend Kristen at Kristen Crochets. And she was like, oh my gosh, you hit 1,000 subscribers. And so I looked it up, and I just have to say thank you so much. Like I like almost cried in the Joann. I just felt really emotional about it, and I just want to say thank you for everyone who has watched and who has subscribed, and it just means the world to me. So like I said, it's been almost a year that I've been on YouTube, and it's been one of the greatest experiences for me because I have got to meet so many people, other people who make videos and people who watch videos, and just people who also love yarn. And I know only like a handful of people in my life. I have like one friend who's into crochet and yarn, and I'm a receptionist, so I come into contact with a lot of people per week. And so some of them I know crochet or knit and are into yarn, so we'll chit chat here and there. But nothing like I have here, where there's so many really fun people. And I just cannot say how amazing it is to feel that much love. And I just want you to know how much I love you too. And like I said, I was a little like teary-eyed, and I was in line to pay. And honestly, had there not been a bunch of people behind me, I probably would have told the poor gal who was like running the cash register why I was feeling so weird, but I didn't. I kept my composure. But what was really sweet of her is that when she was ringing up my stuff, I had asked her about the party yarn because there wasn't a sign, and she's like, yep, it's on sale. And then I asked her if I could use my 40% off coupon on the Super Saver Ombre, and she's like, well, you can, but there's actually a coupon. I had my app up. She's like, there's a coupon just below it. Scroll down for 50% off one item. And I didn't even see it because when I brought up the app, I saw the 40%, clicked on it, and I was like, perfect, I'll check out. So it was really nice of her. It saved me $1. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but I'll definitely be back at Joann, probably spending more than $1. So the Super Saver Ombre I got, I believe it rang up at like $4.75 or $4.74 or something, like $4.74. So this has just been an amazing day. I got to spend a great day with my husband out of town running errands, got to talk to a yarny friend on the phone, and got great news about the channel. So again, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for sticking around and listening to me talk yarn.